Hello, people who are outside there. My name is Blake, my Minecraft name, and I'm gonna be showing you today how to understand redstone, things you can do with redstone, how it works, and how it can benefit you. For example, if you are making house builds, you might want security, you might want anything in your security, and that will help you make all that. So if I get into my redstone wire, it just stands for redstone wiring. And also you should know redstone, redstone is quite complicated. There's a person I follow on YouTube. His name is Mambo. He has got quite some fascinating redstone videos. I've seen almost every video of his, and I do like all of them. So for when I'm for starting right now, I'm gonna show you how sticky pistons work. Sticky pistons can be phased in any direction. The sticky piston and the regular pistons are two different things. A regular piston does not retract with the block because it's not sticky. As you can see, that's some glue or some slime, as you know it. So sticky pistons and regular pistons are two different things. I just want you to let you know that. And repeaters are there to delay and 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 then make a full pulse. For example, instead of them just releasing the same let me show you what I mean exactly. As you can see, this redstone right here, it's getting lighter and lighter, as you can see that. But what a repeater does, it makes the output stronger. And also in repeaters, you can have non-delay and delay, depending on how much you want it to work before it gives a strong output. So that's what I understand in repeaters. As you can see, observer blocks are just there to observe. This is the observing side of an observer block. As you can see, if I put in input, it gives out a redstone signal. As you can see, it only gives one tick pulses, as you can see. So you can make an observer one tick pulse a clock, as you can see right now. This is all one ticks. And one thing I also forgot to mention, in Java editions, sticky pistons are kind of a bit funny. If you put in a one tick pulse, instead of it retracting with the block, it will leave the block up there. It will release the block up there. But in my version, it's not Java, so it will not do that. As you can see, as I just showed you. Comparators are quite complicated and I cannot explain them very well, but I do understand how they work. You can use comparators. There are two different modes, separate mode and the regular mode. Comparators can be used to extend pulses. For example, if you are using a door and you want it to stay for a long bit while you go through, the comparators are good at that. Making piston doors is kind of easy as long as you know the three basic things. And one more thing, pistons that are extended cannot be moved, and blocks that cannot be moved by sticky pistons, for example like obsidian, cannot be moved by sticky piston, or regular pistons, they cannot be retracted out as well because they are too heavy. for it. And the maximum block limit for a piston is 12. Just to let you know. So I guess that let me try and help some people out there. I've seen some people trying to build piston doors, and I do think they are quite simple. A one by one piston door is quite simple, except if you want it flush by the wall. That's when you have some fascinating redstone going behind it. As you can see right now, I'm just gonna put the block down there, then do this. Make the piston face this way. If I come down there, then put in a block there, then put in a block there, then put a redstone torch down there, it will power both of the blocks. As you can see, that's your door right there. As you can see, if I want to get in, I cannot, but I can. So if you want to make it a 2x2, you basically replicate what I just put on the other side there. Just replicate this. And at the 11th, the redstone. As you can see, oh, come on, this is to seriously bug me off. I made a mistake. The piston should be one block away from there. Sorry. As you can see, you are just gonna have to join both outputs to make your door. As you can see, this is a basic one. So if I just come out here, then just put in then if I just grab a pressure plate, I've made a full automatic door. As you can see, I cannot go outside, but all you have to do is take the redstone from that torch, then just bring it here. Then do the same concept. Yeah, I suppose I should have done that for this one as well. But if you do not want the redstone to be there, I think you can figure out that for yourself. As you can see, that's the basic door. If you don't want the redstone to be there, you can simply put in torches like I just did there to invert the output. Then bring out these things out a bit, then do this, and as you can see what I just did there. As you can see, it still works the same, but there's no redstone being shown out. So the post extenders are good for some fast doors, and flash by flash doors are kind of a bit complicated. I do find them quite a bit complicated. For some people who do not know redstone that much. Ethereum 4, I'm just gonna do the version 2x2 version. So all I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna come here, then come here, then put in some redstone torches down there, then put in some blocks on top there, so that I can extend both those out there. This is the entry point there. Then all I'm gonna do is just gonna come here, put in 2 repeaters, carry out the output back here. Wait, the output should be in front there. This is seriously bugging me. And what you do in the other side, you have to power both these blocks, and I find that quite hard. How you power them is quite a bit. You can see. Yeah. I forgot to put a delay there. There is just, as you can see. There. I'm just gonna wait this way. If you wanna take screenshots, then this way. Then backwards. The repeaters facing that way. As you can see there. And if you wanna make hidden activation locks, I find them quite simple using a redstone dust. It's quite simple. All you need to do is just do as I'm doing right now. Destroy the block down there, as you can see. Then put a torch, then put this block on top there. This can be any block of any sort you're using, but for the pistons you cannot use any other blocks. Then put in a sticky piston there. So when you do this, you see that redstone is powered, right? So you can just simply do this, then bring it out here with a repeater. As the repeater is repeating that output, you put it into your box. Then here you run it into the post extender I was telling you about. I just showed you into a simple post extender. also down there. If you put it with repeaters, it's not a post extender. It's different from a post extender, as you can see right there. That's your whole circuit done. If you do this, look. Oh, come on. As you can see, there we go. It's powered for a bit. Then the door opens and the door closes.